Hello my loves and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Jodie if you're new here. If you are new here then welcome. I've just been sat outside for my breakfast and then I did a little bit of sunbathing. It's just good for the soul. It's currently the 24th of May and the sun is glorious. So obviously I've not been here for another couple of weeks and honestly at the moment I feel like a fraud. I've said it there, I've said it, I am a fraud. I obviously started my channel with the preface. Basically my channel was just me going about my day-to-day life, but obviously with little hints of me on my self-love, inner happiness journey, all that good stuff. And honestly, like over the past few months, definitely over the past couple of weeks, I have not felt that. I have not felt that, and that's why I've not been here, because I cannot sit on here and go, oh yeah, life's amazing, everything's great, when things are a little bit difficult. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I've been really struggling, like, oh, my life is so hard, because it's not. But there are things that I can't talk about, which is so frustrating, because if I was watching me, I'd be like, just tell us, I want to know the goss, tell me everything. Things that have been going on which have been affecting me mentally, things that are completely out of my control, and that's where my issues stem from. It come to me last week or the week before, I was like pegging some washing out, as you do, and I was in my own thoughts. So, because I was thinking to myself, why do I feel like this? When I say like this, I just feel, I sort of felt stressed every day, and I thought, I've got nothing to be stressed about. Sort of not wanting to do very much, very unmotivated, doing the bare minimum, went to the gym when I could. My diet hasn't been great. Just an amalgamation of not a massive deal, like not a big deal of things, but like just these little things just mounted up, and I don't know. Anyway, pegging out my washing one day, and I thought to myself, why am I feeling all these things? Like, it's so frustrating, because I have like so many things to be happy about in my life, and I want to come on here and help you feel those things, or make little changes in your life to help towards feeling happier from the inside. I just thought to myself, the reason I'm feeling like this is because things that are going on are so far out of my control that there is nothing I can do about them. So like I said, it's not something I can talk about, because it doesn't really just include myself. Like I said, I wish I could tell you, huns, because I would be like, oh my god, just tell me. I'm back to feeling, well, I'm sort of back on a journey, let's just say, and I wanted this video to be about sort of 10, I think I've got about a list of 10 things that I want to do or want to introduce into my life, into my routine, that are going to make me feel better. I think one thing, it's not on my list, but like one thing that mentally I want to do is stop putting so much pressure on myself, because I really do like torture myself. Not torture myself, that's a bit dramatic, but just be kinder to myself, because I just feel like that's really important, and just stop giving myself such a hard time. The only person that gives me a hard time is me. So yeah, so welcome back, huns. I hope we're all doing really well. I've not really got a plan as such for the rest of the day. Anything that we are doing today is going to be good for the soul. Good for the soul. One thing that I am definitely introducing, and have done before and then ended up just slipping back into that same old routine, which is so bad, is being on my phone. Like, scrolling on my phone is the devil. Doing it first thing in the morning as well. Like, I got out of that routine so much. Like, I did really well. I was doing really well. I felt so much better for it as well. And then, yeah, just ever so slowly, but definitely so surely, I feel like the percentage of my screen time is through the roof, and it is not acceptable. So that is one thing that I'm definitely doing to help improve my mental well-being. One thing I did do during lockdown, which really did help, was to unfollow like useless content on Instagram. Comparing myself to others is such a huge thing that I do, and it is the most detrimental thing to our mental well-being. It really is. But yeah, I just unfollowed a hell of a lot of accounts that didn't help me in any way, shape or form, and it really helped. I was talking to Stefan last week about a holiday that I went on when I was 17. I might have been 18, and this was before like Instagram was a thing, but it wasn't massive like it is now. You could just upload like one picture at a time, and you just had those little standard filters on them. And so I was like 18, so we're talking 10 years ago now. I'm 28. I feel like I remember those times as I was the most confident I'd ever been. I did not give a shit. Like, I was so happy. I'm not saying I'm not now, I am definitely now, but I just think there are so many factors that have been implemented over the last 10 years. Obviously I'm older, so you get more stresses. I've got my own house now, so like all those little things like definitely add up. I just remember being so carefree at the age of 18, just fucking absolutely, excuse my French, just loving my life, like loving it. And if you are around that age, I don't want to sound like a boring adult right now because I feel like this is going to be a very mature thing for me to say, but if you still live at home and you have, I definitely would recommend saving money. But if you can save money but also do little experiences like going on holiday with your friends and on nights out and doing like little city breaks, like if you can do that, I feel like just do it, because I don't know, I feel like at that age, like I was just so carefree, and I just think I'm so glad that I remember enjoying those times. Like as I'm getting older, obviously I'm making new memories and doing different things and enjoying them as well. Just live life to the fullest ones. I am making myself cringe. Genuinely can't even remember how I got onto talking about that, but yeah, top and bottom of it, I am staying off my phone. So that is number one on my list of things what I am doing to improve my mental health and my well-being. Hello my honeys, can I just ignore the barnet, because I can't cope with it. I just can't be arsed doing anything with it at the moment, because it's just not doing anything for me right now. I'm still not wearing hair extensions. I have got some clip-ins, but like I can never be arsed clipping them in. Anyone else? But let me just say, can you see that? Can you see that? You can't not see that right now. And I have tufts like that all over my head. How adorable. That is from hair extensions, the individual nano ones, where my hair is snapped off at the root. Delightful for me. Came out, like the whole root, my whole root came out with them. Anyway, that was a cool story for you there. I actually didn't come on to talk about that. I came on to say, I've changed my curtains. I've just changed my curtains. You've just watched me do it. Before I even moved into the house, I bought curtain poles for every single room. Just because I do like curtains. I do feel like they make a room feel more homely, and I didn't go for the modern vibe in my house. It's quite the mixture theme. I've got a little bit of industrial. We've got a little bit of industrial going on. A bit of urban going on. It's quite neutral tones. You don't find a lot of grey in my house. Apart from my couch, I didn't go for modern vibes. That's why I wanted curtains, because I do feel like they make a room feel very homely. So the curtains downstairs went in pretty much straight away because I had to wait for my blinds. I wanted to move in, so they went up straight away. But then my curtains for my bedroom didn't go up until only a couple of months ago. And I bought these curtains. They were only from B&M, they weren't so much. And I think they're classed as blackout curtains, I think. And they're just this, it's kind of giving grey, beige, greyish. And as soon as I put them up, I thought, I really don't like them. I regretted it from the day they went up. because they just made the room feel too, because the windows aren't massive in each room in this house, and so I feel like it just closed the room off and made it feel really, really dark. So I wanted some curtains that were like this, voile curtains. Again, they were only from B&M, and it's in B&M this morning. I've seen these on Dunelm and things like that. I've seen them online, and I just cannot justify paying for them, so I didn't end up getting any. I nipped into B&M for some bits and bobs this morning, and I saw these and they were £7.99 per curtain, and I thought, do you know what, for £8 I'll try them. I do want them downstairs as well. I have got white curtains downstairs, but they are blackout, so even though I never have them shut, they do cut off like quite a lot of the patio doors. But I just feel like these let in so much more light. Really chuffed I've done that, because this room felt very, very dark and dismal. And anything we can do to brighten our spaces, our environments, I just think we should absolutely go for that. I'm having such a random day. I just haven't really got a plan, like, I don't know. Anyway, I've got some clip-ins in, right? So, as I said about 3 hours ago, I've not like got any extensions in. Oh my god, I am so boring. When I've not got any extensions in, like, I hate doing anything with my hair because I just don't feel like it. I just don't feel like I can do anything with it. Anyway, because I've got quite a blunt cut, I put some clip-ins. I was going out for breakfast with my dad last week, put my clip-ins in. And I checked the back of my head, which is something I always do. And you could literally see like my hair and then my extensions, and I thought, oh Jesus, but I didn't have time to do anything about it. So I had to just tie it in a low bun. And I bet, I mean, my dad probably didn't even notice, but I thought, I bet everyone's like, what the f***? I went onto TikTok, because isn't that just the place to, like, what is Google anymore? I went onto TikTok and was looking at clipping extensions in when you've got short hair, or like to cover your short hair. Anyway, I've sort of like it's not pretty. It is not pretty. I've sort of like braided my own hair, like just did like little plaits and then like put little elastics in, and then I've like clipped it in. So there's like a bazillion clips in my head to like keep my plaits in place, and then I've clipped my clip-ins on top of that. Now, like this, stunning for a picture. Stunning. But if I go outside and get a gust of wind, that is not going to be pretty. At the minute, I'm just pottering about. I'm just listening to my podcast, Happy Hour, Jack Mate's Happy Hour. You know me, I love this podcast. I have dry shampooed my hair just a little bit because it was getting a little bit oily at the roots. Speaking of my hair, I booked in to get my hair done 22nd of June. It's just quite some time away. It's nearly a month away. I'm trying to look after it as much as humanly possible. What I'll do, I've just had a little brainwave. I'll show you what products that I'm using at the minute. Okay, so for shampoo and conditioner, oh, for God's sake, hang on. Okay, I'm back. Charlie was shouting at the back door. I was like, hey, let me out. Shampoo and conditioner. I'm currently using the L'Oreal Absolut Repair. Why am I so out of breath? Why am I so unfit? Right, God forgive me if I'm wrong, but I do think they were from Just My Look. I just googled them just to see where was cheapest. Shampoo and conditioner, only because obviously I am trying to look after my hair, and sometimes I do believe that it doesn't really matter like what shampoo you use, but I hear like, not horror stories, but certain shampoos and conditioners like stripping the goodness out of your hair and stuff. Do you know what's really frustrating, right? What really, really grinds my gears? You've seen Stefan's hair. He has got the most beautiful locks. Like, he lets them down. He would kill me if he knew that I told you this, but he lets his locks down and he's like, and I'm like, excuse me, you use Head and Shoulders 2-in-1 and that is it. Why is your hair so beautiful? And I, you know, spend a fortune on products to make my hair look a little bit alive, and it actually looks like straw. So I got them because I used this deep conditioner. I got it a few months ago, and sorry, a hair mask, and I really, really, really liked it. Not consistent, so like I bought it, used it, really enjoyed it, but then didn't repurchase when I ran out. And it was this one, which is obviously from the same Absolut Repair L'Oreal brand thing. That's what I thought I'd ordered. So I thought I'll get the hair mask and the matching shampoo and conditioner. But the one that I got, the hair mask that I got, it is that one. But it's not the golden. So the golden one had like little specks of what looked like glitter in it, and it was really, really nice. This one doesn't have that. It smells amazing. I really, really like it. I have been using it. I'm using that once a week. Janie, who did do my hair, I asked her what purple shampoo she recommended, just for in between my toner. I always used to use Fudge, used it religiously. But I just feel like if you leave it on too long, your hair ends up looking grey, and I hate that. And like, it's not a good look, is it? I don't think so. Sorry about that. She recommended this Serie de Lino, not sure. And it wasn't that expensive. I think it was like 20 odd pounds, but that will last a lifetime. And then I got that little thing separate as well. And this brand is supposed to be really, really better for looking after the condition of your hair. She also recommended a brand called Neil and Wolf, L'Oreal Expertise, and a company called Quinoa. But because she said that this is the one that she uses, I just went with that one. So yeah, so that's what I'm using on my hair at the minute. My hair extensions are Foxy Locks, and they are in the shade Iced Latte. I've had them for a while. I've washed them, I've dried them, and they are still in really, really good condition. As you can see, I have not straightened them properly, but there you go. So yeah, so that's what I'm using on my hair at the minute. Also, what other product did I get? I also, at the same time as getting all those bits, got a hair serum or a hair oil type thing from that Serie de Lino, but I can't find it. Things go missing in this house, and so I'm not sure where it is. But another couple of hair products. Sorry if this is boring. First one is this Elvive Extraordinary Oil. That is one thing that I do repurchase all the time. And then also by L'Oreal Elvive Dream Lengths No Haircut Cream. Now, I do not recommend not having your hair cut. Not sure why it's called that, but it just says, oh, it's like a leave-in thing, and it helps seal split ends and reduces breakage for long damaged hair. So that's another little product that I recommend. Angels. Okay. Oh, another thing on my list of things to do to help make me feel better, it's a very long mouthful title, is to get organised. Because organisation is the key to success in my eyes. Let me put the kettle on. I need a refreshment. I feel like I need a little break. I feel very proud of myself, I'll be honest, this afternoon. So another thing on my to-do list was Vinted. Like, I know I've become so obsessed with Vinted and selling things, because I feel like I'm making money, even though I'm not really, because it's money that I, like, hard-earned money that I've spent on clothes unnecessarily over the years, and then now I'm selling them for like £3. But anyway, so I went through my wardrobe a couple of weeks ago, and I've literally stripped it down to the bare bones. So I had a huge bin bag full of clothes that needed to go on Vinted. I do find it a bit of a lengthy process, taking pictures of everything and uploading them. I was just waiting till I had like a free afternoon where I could sit and do it. So I've done that. I've took a load of pictures of everything. So now I'm going to make myself, not sure if I'm hungry, but I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, maybe get a little snack and sit outside while it's nice and sunny. It's now 2:25, and do something productive. By that I mean put some things on Vinted. I think what I might do as well is have a look on Amazon and see how cheap it is to buy a roll of like brown paper, because I am so embarrassed. Like, if you've received anything off me, you've not received it off me, okay? Because I've been sending things out in bin bags, but like not neat, I didn't have any sellotape, so I used masking tape. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so sorry about that. Good morning, my loves. Happy Friday. I'm taking it back to lockdown vibes. Can you see that? Oh my god, it's a deer. I feel like lockdown 2021 was when I was thriving, and I want a bit of that back. I can't believe I just saw a deer. I feel like it's so precious when you see them, because They just don't come out, do they? I don't know why I'm so out of breath. I feel like lockdown 21 was like when I started my channel back up and doing videos where it was during lockdown, so there wasn't really anything we could do other than go for walks. I was filming videos to motivate me and obviously motivate you guys during those times. I don't know, recently, because like I haven't really been filming, because I haven't really been doing anything that I find interesting or worth filming, so when I was trying to sit down and plan some videos, I thought I really just need to change the trajectory and basically just bring it back to basics and not overcomplicate things. Yeah, so could take a country park. I just thought, I've had it in my head all week on Friday I was going to come here Friday morning and bring you here. I've not got Charlie Brown because if you don't already know, I do share him with my mum. Some nights she has him, some nights I have him, so I didn't have him this morning, so it's just me and my little Costa coffee. Because obviously for this video I wanted it to be 10 things that I'm doing to like help make me feel better. Next thing on my list is getting outside, so that's what we're doing this morning, and meditation is another one that I want to tie into it. Kind of want them under the same umbrella because I feel like getting outside and meditating, like meditating doesn't have to be like sitting with your legs crossed and your eyes shut. I feel like meditating can just be just quiet time, just in your own thoughts, and so that's what I'm doing right now. Well, when I stopped talking. Ticking 2 off the list this morning. We're getting outside and we are meditating.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight.
Hello, my loves. I hope you're well. I do look like I've stuck my finger in a plug socket, but never mind. Just filmed this little makeup look for a vlog, but I'm not sure which one, whether this has gone up first or that's gone up first, but nevertheless, if you are a watcher of mine, then I'm sure you will have seen it. Quite an abrupt ending to this little vlog because I have 2 vlogs going on at the minute, in fact 3, that I filmed and edited but not ended, so consequently they haven't yet gone up. But obviously this video was 10 things I'm doing to help my mental health, something along those lines. I only managed to get through 4 of them. The plan was to spend like a few days doing these things, which I have been doing, but I just didn't vlog it, if that makes sense. And then like a week or maybe 2 has actually gone by since then. So anyway, here we are 2 weeks on. I just wanted to just quickly run through the list that I wrote of things. I keep going back to this list, referring back to it, and sort of at the beginning of the day thinking about how I can fit these things in. Part of the list is obviously getting organised and writing lists of things for me to do. I have to be organised, I have to know what I'm doing, otherwise my brain just gets scrambled. It's like scrambled egg. So I thought I'd just quickly run through the list to end this video of the 10 things that I am actually doing to improve or slash help my mental health. So the first 3 we actually already ran through, which was staying off my phone. Definitely making a conscious effort to not be on my phone as much, just because sitting scrolling, I just feel like it is such a pointless thing. Meditation, I've not really been touching on that so much, but I would love to introduce it. Just because I do think it is really, really good, but I'm just not making the time to do. It's not that I haven't got the time, I definitely have not been making that time, so that's something that I want to make a conscious effort to do. Getting outside, I've been going for walks every single day, and I've been doing that for quite a while anyway, but I just really, really enjoy it, and I think it's something that I do definitely want to keep up on. Gym is something obviously I do 5 times a week. I go to my local gym and do strength training on my own, or I go to a gym that I go to in Preston called Body Confidence HQ, and I go there for the cardio side of my fitness because I can't do cardio. Just find it so tedious, so boring, whereas the classes there, they're really fast-paced, high intensity, so that's like the gym side of things. Drinking more water, not really been doing that. Definitely obviously something that I am trying to do more of. I drank 2 litres of water yesterday, so that's good, but how much have I drank today? Zilch. So we need to sort that. Obviously routine and getting organised is probably, it's kind of falling under the same category. And routine, by that I mean like making lists. By the end of the day, if I think, right, tomorrow I want to do this, this and this, if I don't have a sort of schedule, which I know sounds so stupid, but if I don't have a schedule, I'll sit around like watching This Morning, watching Loose Women to get to 2 o'clock, and I think, shit, there was stuff I needed to do today and I've done none of it. Eating better. My eating has not been great recently, not gonna lie. When I say not been great, I've been enjoying it. I have been enjoying it. But just eating more clean and eating more salads and stuff, like definitely trying to do that. And reading. Reading is something that just cleanses the soul. I've been reading a book at the minute. Well, I've been reading 2. One is a self-help book. I do think I may have mentioned this before, but I have only just started reading it. It's Who Says You Can't? You Do. So it's a self-help book that Stefan bought me a couple of months ago. Started reading it last week just because it's been really, really nice. I've been sat outside. I will put 10 minutes to an hour aside or whatever to read a couple of pages of that. And then another book I've been reading called I Have Something to Tell You by Susan Lewis. Like a bit of a murder mystery type. It's really, really good. If you have been watching my videos recently, then you'll know at the end of each video I'm gonna give you some recommendations, whether that be books, series, films, etc. So I'm gonna go with the 2 books that I've just mentioned. So Who Says You Can't? You Do. I Have Something to Tell You by Susan Lewis. And yes, I really, really hope you enjoyed it. So sorry for this abrupt ending, but I just want to get this video ended and uploaded because it's been sitting over my head like a dark cloud because I knew I hadn't finished it. But anyway, I hope you're all well. I hope you all really enjoyed this video, and until next time, I will see you in my next one. Oh, go and follow me over on Instagram. It's at @jodeby_. Please hit subscribe if you haven't done already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Mwah.